Welcome to For Love and Play. I'm matchmaker comic Yael Meisel. With me is comedians Kenan Weaver and Louie B. For Love and Play, the show about dating like a goddamn adult. We're going to discuss who to spend your time with for love or for play. Let's do it, boys.
This show contains adult content for entertainment purposes. Listener discretion is advised.
Not a doctor.
All right, thank you for listening in again. This is For Love and Play. I'm Kenan Weaver, back with one half of my favorite people. Louie, what's going on, man?
Yes, I am. I'm here by myself doing this for the peoples.
Well, we appreciate you here. We're missing 1/3 of our unit.
Yeah, she's sicky poo, so, you know, she's squirting from both ends. So, you know, our thoughts and prayers are with Yael and her family at this difficult time.
All right, that's a little bit more information, but I'm sure the people would like for her to get well soon. So yeah. Take care. Let's move on, because now this is the man cave.
Yes, it is. The nightmare that has been feared has come. We are hosting the show, all guys, all the time. So, ladies, we are going to teach you how men think. And, guys, you're going to learn something. We're going to be talking about every guy's pain right now. So, Kenan, take it away.
Yeah, tell the people before we get into it. Tell people how they can join in on our conversation.
Yeah, feel free by following us on the Twitter at For Love and Play, Facebook, facebook.com/forloveandplay, or you can email us at forloveandplay@gmail.com.
All right, that is great. And you can definitely use those hashtags while you're listening in. Use the hashtags. Join us on Facebook. Talk about it. Let's hear your thoughts while you're listening to this episode. All right, guys, let's get into it. Today, we are going to take our masculine energy and tackle something that's very dear to all of our hearts, because I feel like everybody's been in this situation, and that's something that is very dreaded, because for those who don't know, the friend zone is kind of like that place where, as a guy, you have to listen to a girl's conversation, have to pretty much do what they say, and you don't get sex. It sounds a lot like marriage. What's the difference?
Actually, it sounds more like an unpaid internship.
There you go, an unpaid internship. Louie, what are your thoughts on the friend zone?
I mean, I don't know if I should get into it now, but as someone that has been friend zoned, I mean, you know, it's more than just getting sex. It's more than that, or romance or whatnot. It's when I've been friend zoned, it's been getting used. It's like being lied to and led on, with the hopes of getting out of the friend zone and there being something more. But it's really like a in fact, Kenan, why don't you define what a friend zone is?
So I think there's definitely different levels, as you alluded to that. The first thing I think, coming from the guy's perspective, is where, a guy likes a girl and she's just not interested. So he keeps trying to play this friend role, thinking that that's going to change, right? And that one is self-inflicted. The second one, kind of like what you alluded to, is when a guy likes a girl, the girl clearly doesn't like him, but she strings him along as this friend and uses him for different reasons. So it could be using him for monetary value, could be using him for just the sheer fact that he's giving her attention and she's feeding off of that attention. There's many ways that a woman can use a man, and vice versa. But that's the second one.
Yeah.
The third one, I think, is also self-inflicted by guys, and that's when a guy plays the friend zone specifically as a way to try to get said lady. Like, this is his specific move, and that often doesn't work as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I could, you've probably been told, I don't just start dating guys, I want to do the friends first level. That's how a lot of guys get caught into the friend zone, because a lot of girls like to say, oh, well, we should just be friends first. in my personal experience and my opinion, you correct me if I'm wrong, at forloveandplay@gmail.com or, what have you. But whenever a chick has ever told me that, like, yeah, let's friends first, that just, to me, it tells me, well, she wasn't interested or she wasn't attracted. Because, because if she was attracted, there wouldn't be that need for the friends first if she was really attracted. It's like the whole friends first rule is really enforced case by case.
Yeah, so that is typically a nice way for a woman to turn down said guy, is let's just be friends first.
Yeah. It's like, the whole branch, the olive branch of friendship is usually, like, most women just give that out like it's a consolation prize. But it's like, it's really an empty consolation prize because she's not really going to be your friend. Right,
because no friendship starts out that way.
Yeah.
No friendship that you have goes, you know what, we should be friends first, and then see what happens 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, it just never, friendship just develops. And that's why, to the third scenario of friendship, of the friend zone that I explained, where guys use that friend as a friend to try to get with the woman, is so dangerous because you're almost setting yourself up for failure. Like, if I'm attracted to a woman for more than a friend, I let them know up top, like, just very early on, like, here it is, here's my agenda. Now, either you with it or you're not, but that's just how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play a friend. And when I've been given the let's just be friends first, I always say I got enough friends. Like, that's literally always my response. Just, I got enough friends.
Yeah, in fact, I just started doing it. Like, earlier in the summer, there was this young lady that, she was like, I only want to do the friends first. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, okay, you want to do friends first? Fine. But you're not going to do that with me. Yeah. I had to put my foot down. I just, because it's like, it's almost like they want boyfriend services for no boyfriend pay.
I mean, that's exactly, time and time again in our episodes, I always say, you earn the boyfriend experience when you become my girlfriend. Like,
yeah.
That is the track. And you're right, sometimes people want certain things ahead of time. And it goes vice versa. Actually, I went on a date the other night, and this was a long-time, quote-unquote, friend, where she said I put her in the friend. And I've gotten that off. That's not the first time that I've heard that said to me from a girl that I'm trying to date, which is weird. And I really have no introspective view on why I do this or why they think I'm putting them in the friend zone when I think that they aren't. But it was weird to hear her say this, and it's funny because if I am your friend, like to your point, like putting your foot down, there's a way to even do that. Like, you got to make sure that if you want to be a friend, if you want to be more than friends, but this girl is friend zoning you, you only do friend stuff. So what I mean by that is you can't be taken advantage of because you're going Dutch and because you're not giving her the boyfriend experience. You're giving her a friend experience. And you got to be a painstaking, like, almost asshole to that point. Like, if I'm in the friend zone and a girl, we go hang out, like I said, we go Dutch. Or I'll make sure to always ask for her to hook me up with one of her friends. Like, that's the number one thing that women, like, hate completely. So what do you think about women getting placed in the friend zone?
It really, like, the only women that I guess would say placed in the friend zone, but then again, I wouldn't call it placing them in the friend zone because I'm a real friend. Like, I would actually, go out and, do favors for them because I actually give a shit. I'll go.
Right. So we could completely, while Yayala is missing right now, we can completely show the different dynamics of what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
we've been on the podcast for over a few months. Yael is great, great person, right? We're cool. I have never, ever interacted with her or her friends outside of this podcast. Like, it's just never happened.
I have.
Exactly. You, on the other hand, as you're saying, you are that true friend. Now, it might have something to do with that you live in Brooklyn, but honestly, that would just be me reaching for an excuse. Like, even if I live 5 blocks away from her, I'm pretty sure this statement would still be true.
Oh, yeah, you're a cantankerous human being.
I appreciate you hitting that big word, and it was spot on. You're right.
Yes.
I just don't really like people.
Yeah. If I also might add, you are also a curmudgeon, but, you know, I'm also a curmudgeon, too, so, yeah, God bless.
I hope our listeners got their dictionary with them.
Yes, I'm gonna
for this one.
Yeah, I pulled up the thesaurus out, and you can look up a thesaurus at dictionary.com. download the app onto your iPhones, and like I subscribe to a word a day from dictionary.com, so I get like a new word. Like anti-disestablishmentarianism is basically being anti-establishment.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we don't need to always prove that. But I agree. You are very smart. But let's get back to it's very, you and I are very different when it comes to just playing that friend. Like, it's not like it's anything wrong. It's not like it's anything bad. It just goes to show you, like, if I am in the friend zone with some woman, it's just not a good place for either of us, because I'm not even going to do, like,
you don't take care of your peoples. That's what it is. See, you know, I guess it's the Latin in me. Like, you take care of your peoples. Like that character in the Samuel L. Jackson version of Shaft, Peoples.
Yeah,
Peoples. I'm Peoples.
I would refute that, but I'm there. I'm just not. I'm the friend that's always there when you need him. Like, that's who I am. It's like, I'm the break glass in case of emergency. Like, that's always there when you need me. The other stuff, you gotta handle that on your own. Like, that's just.
So you're not Uncle Kenan like I'm Uncle Louie.
Exactly. I don't even want to meet those kids. Like, I don't care.
And they're lovely kids. I'm crazy about them kids.
I'm sure. I'm so sure. And the funny thing is, I'm actually good with kids, but if I have the choice, I would rather not meet kids. I just would rather not. But kids are like they're like thrusted upon. It's the same thing. You were talking, you were having fun with this woman, and all of a sudden, 9 months later, a human being pops up. You just never can tell when a kid pops into your life, and I try to keep at bay as much as I can.
Well, you know, they make a thing called condoms, and also you could go get yourself a vasectomy. You know, it's really not that serious.
I have a phobia. I have a legit phobia. I have actually thought about getting a vasectomy, but the process of that is so crazy. Like, the recovery process of it is so crazy that
my friend just did it. In fact, I'm thinking of doing it myself. What?
Is he single?
No. Well, he has a son, but you know, he got a wifey. So.
Right. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. The recovery process, basically, you can't move. So you have to have somebody that loves you when you're recovering from vasectomy, because you're no good to anybody.
You act as if they take a hacksaw to your shit. No, it's not a freaking Civil War medicine.
I've seen it done. Like, I know what the recovery process is.
Like, why would you watch that, though? Like, honestly, like, I know.
My dad had it.
Oh, and you watched your dad get it?
I didn't watch him get it, but I know what the recovery process was like.
All right. Well,
you never seen your father come out of the hospital for any type of operation or anything? Like, I had to check on him at least.
You know, since I come from a long line of people with bad health, you know, I saw Dad, you know, have a stent put in.
That's what I'm saying. So there's recovery to everything. I saw my dad's recovery. I had a coworker who got it done, and the coworker was gone for days. Right? Like, I just know the person needs to love you in order to, because otherwise you can't move.
What are you, Jamaican? You can't deal with a day off?
It's more than a day.
Okay, well then, you know what? You can't stand to have a vacation. I mean, look, after a while, Maury Povich is really entertaining.
No, I can't. I will never watch. I can't. I don't like watching TV. Period. It's horrible stuff on there.
Like, honestly, have you ever betted on Maury Povich, whether it's the you're the father or not the father? Have you played that game yet?
No, they're always the father.
Not always. Ooh. And then it's double or nothing if they're gonna be pissed off or happy about it.
I cannot stand that show at all.
You need to take care of your responsibility. Like,
but I love the dances when the guy is happy about it. Yeah. I just love the I'm not the father dances.
The not the father dance. I'm actually opening up a dance school called Not the Fathers.
That would be a very good sketch, sir. I think you should write it.
Not the Fathers. Yeah, don't. Somebody's gonna steal it once they hear it. But anyways, back to actually. Let me tell you about like a horror story. And how would I say? Fuck it, let me just jump in. Like, there was a chick that I was hanging out with, and off the bat, she said we could only be friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I accepted it. I was like, cool. So, I see, we're hanging, and I see two attractive women coming downstairs, and I just comment on how attractive they are. This chick got pissed off.
Why?
That's what I need to know. I still didn't understand it. Apparently, she was like, at the speed of which she said we could only be friends, and me commenting on how pretty two other chicks were was disrespectful to her. Because it was within a matter of 10 minutes.
Hey, you moved on, dog. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. And then I was like, what do you want me to do? She's like, you're a pig. I'm like, I didn't say how nice tits or nice ass. I'm like, what do you want me to do? It's like, I'm a single man. You said just friends. I want a date. I want someone in my life that on a romantic level I'm gonna pursue. What do you want me to do? If you don't want me to pursue other chicks, then you have to claim me.
I will play devil's advocate because I can definitely hear the women going off on this one.
Yep.
Because within 10 minutes of you quote unquote professing your love to this other girl,
I didn't profess my love to her. Calm it down.
I get it, but when you showed this interest and then you basically dropped the interest in 10 minutes. Like,
I took her no for an answer. What do you want? Like, what is an acceptable amount of time for someone who you're not romantic with, and they express a non-romantic, no romantic interest in you? Like, what is an acceptable amount of time for me to be like, okay, I'm going after other opportunities?
I mean, you know me, you probably couldn't do it quick enough. So I'm probably not the best person to answer that.
Yeah.
But I would suspect that it's longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I just think.
But of course she ended up leading me on. She's like, oh, well, maybe I do love you. Maybe I do love you. I want to be with you. Let's date. And then it was like a back and forth yo-yo experience.
So, I mean, let's dive into this, because basically you're telling me this is one of the scenarios that I explained up top, where you were placed in the friend zone and the woman was leading you on and using you for, what do you think she was using you for? Was it money or the attention or?
Attention because, she would call me in the middle of the night threatening to kill herself.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I was like, okay, I'm going to be there. Like, it's so ridiculous that I had to make a joke out of it. It's like, I was hanging out with a chick that was a suicidal depressive, and she would call me in the middle of the night, and I would go from Brooklyn to Manhattan because she was threatening to kill herself. So I would go there, calm her the hell down, and I did it in the hopes of hopefully she would fall for me. And and of course she would admit that she loved me, but she would choose to show it by asking me to prank call her ex-boyfriend and tell him that she killed herself to see if he still loved her too.
Yeah, so this is someone that was definitely manipulating you, and also was trying to manipulate the boyfriend for whatever attention that she was looking for. And now that's an extreme case
Yeah.
But
that was like an atomic friend zone, if I could say that. It was like this friend zone was so powerful. Like I thought I wasn't her friend. I was basically her service animal.
Right, because you thought that doing the good deed would turn her into the woman that you want, or at least have her interested in you because you're doing these good deeds. When that's rarely what turns. I'm sure that there's examples of women falling in love with a guy unsuspectingly, right? They weren't interested in him at first.
That just happens.
Showed himself and they fell in love.
That just happens in the movies. Otherwise, she just ends up with the dude that smacks her up happily ever after.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
But yeah, I mean that example is far and few in between.
Yeah. I mean, that's the type of plot line that's in 80s like rom-coms with John Cusack.
And life is not a movie, dog.
Yeah, I know. Like, shoot, had me walking around with like an iPod with the Bluetooth speaker outside her window. Don't you?
But this definitely was like two scenarios that I explained in the friend zone, because you put up with it and you kept doing it with the hopes of changing. So,
well, that's because she would say I was being led on, because it was like, so I did stuff to, in the hopes, because she said that there was a chance, even though there really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So it got to a head where it's like, and what ended up happening is she realized, okay, well, she was relying on me too much, and she ended up ending the friendship altogether when she realized, oh well, I don't need you anymore.
Right, it was somebody else to get attention from.
Yeah,
and that happens.
Yeah,
and the lead on part is kind of weird, because I think I was in the friend zone. Let's see. So most recently, like that same date that I was just talking about, and how I act very differently. The girl I went out with, when I was talking to her beforehand, I would give her, the Kenan dating standard, right? That same experience that I try to give to any woman that I'm dating, right? And now that I have completely not interested in moving things forward like I was back then, that standard is completely different, right? And she noticed that. Like, she noticed it. She said it at the date when one, I was like, all right, time to split this bill. Right? And she was like immediately shocked. She was like, what? I've never paid for anything when I was with you before, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, that's because I was trying to be more than what we were. I was looking for that, this, that, and the third. She named some other things that was like part of that previous standard. Like, I don't know, maybe it was opening the door, like little stuff. But she's like, I'm not even getting the Kenan standard anymore. I'm like, yeah, that is over. Like, you are now... You are treated as such. Like, you are always treated as whatever realm we are in.
You are now one of my homies. And I don't...
Like, straight high five. Like, yeah. Which is so true, because I don't really like hugs. Like, I legit only hug my girlfriend. Like, that's the only person.
Oh, well, that's, I guess, again, me being the Latino, I got the Louie B patented bear hug.
Yeah, that's because I'm broken inside.
Yeah, well.
Like, I rarely hug people. Like, that is just...
I hug people like a retard. Like, let's be friends.
If I have to hug, I always do, like, this one arm side.
I'm going to squeeze you hard.
It's so uncomfortable. I
put my back and love into it. I put all my good intent in one good old warm embrace.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
But so this one, I think I've definitely been in. She said that I put her in the friend zone first, right? This was her. This is her story, her side of the story, and I think that I've been in the friend zone because during our dealings over the years, she has been with two other guys, and we've never been together. Yet she says she's always chasing me. But because I turn her down, that's why she's going to these other guys.
It's like you're Bugs Bunny and she's Elmer Fudd.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Be very quiet. It's Kenan Weaver season.
But that's what I tell her. Like, I tell her, like, no. I tell her no because she treats me as, like, a backup. It's like, when those dudes don't work, when 1 and 2 didn't work, now I see Kenan again.
Like a good side joint, Kenan is there.
Yeah. Which is my perfect position. Like, if you want me to be a side piece, I'm cool with that. Because, like we said up top, I'm always there when you need me. I'm not the guy, like, that's going to just always talk to you all day via text. We're going to talk all night. Nah. We can hang out once a week. I'm there. When you need that, perfect. If you need...
but you know, you're there as long as they're letting you smash buns.
It's not even just that, because
that's what a side joint is. Like, yeah, I'll be your side dude if you're letting me smash, but you know.
Oh yeah, definitely playing the side piece role. Yes, that's part of it.
Okay.
But on any other front, I'm not looking just to smash. But as a side dude, yes, that would be my role, and I'd be perfect. I'm perfect for that role.
Mm-hmm.
I'm perfect for that dude takes you out for dinner, conversation, love, and affection, and I'm here for dessert.
I'm still waiting for that chick to come from that was described in the horoscope episode, the one that's going to break your heart.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
I got
the one that's gonna turn you into a Captain Save-A-Ho. The one that you're gonna fall in love with, and it's gonna be opposite day. She's gonna cheat on you with a white guy.
That I don't think that's exactly what was said, but yeah, there will be some struggles apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't foresee it. I've literally, you have no idea how much that episode, like I would think about it for days. Like,
you know, I light a candle for you so that way it happens. I pray for that day every day that you meet your match.
Why?
I don't know.
How do you want my demise? That's so messed up.
I want you to feel what it's like to be mortal.
Here, I've done nothing but try to help you, and you want me to feel pain. It's so crazy.
Hey, no, I'm not working towards it. It's not like I'm like, I'm gonna. It's not like I'm Dick Dastardly.
It's just like that. That doesn't sound like the good, friendly Louie that we were talking about up top.
Man, don't call me a bus. I'm just saying. I just have expectation. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah.
It just sounds. I
mean, God bless. I wish you well.
Exactly.
Oh man. Actually, I found a clip. It's like a 3-minute clip of this guy named Dylan Mandelson, and he does a joke. He's doing stand up, and it's called The Friend Zone.
Okay.
Oh, good. It's always been. I've even heard that they say it's hard to date in LA. Well, good. It's always been hard for me. I'm not kidding. Honest to God, I've had girls throw me in the friend zone at cheetah speed. Yeah, because I know you can look at a guy and right away go, I do him. Like, in your mind, you can make that decision right away. I do him. I have girls look at me and go, I friend him. I friend the hell out of him. I would let him take me out for sushi. I would go on and on about all the guys that treat me like shit. I want to send him home. Alone. To a bottle of Johnson & Johnson. So he can pump out the rest of his dignity. You know how frustrating this is? Do you know? I once took a girl out that had sex with guys and girls and wouldn't do me. I gotta be at least one of those two things. You know what I took her? I took her clothes shopping. Yeah, because I'm a nice guy. You know what you tried on all day? Bras. Just pumping me full of testosterone. I'm like, what do you think of this one? Looks great on you. So the guy who's gonna have sex with me is gonna love it. Did you say that's you? Did you say that? Oh my God, that is not good. She's 20. That's you. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can feel the sun. Horrible. I know. We're the nice guys. We just get rolled all over, and then, the phone call.
Actually, look, he brings up a fucking other good points. First of all, like, I really hate it when chicks leak. Like, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
They know what the fuck they are doing by doing that. And then the moment we get pissed off, it's like, oh, you just want it for sex. Like, no, quit playing those fucking games. That's fucking games. And then it's like a nice guy. The etymology of nice guy, it means being foolish. You're an idiot. Like, you don't want to be a nice guy. You want to be a good man. There is a difference.
Big difference. That was very profound. I almost clapped for you with that one. That was deep.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta I have to, like, beat the bitch out of me every morning and, like, not be a nice guy.
But, so explain that. What's the difference?
Like, being a nice guy is the guy that's, like what he described, going bra shopping.
I can't believe you went bra shopping. I've never done that ever in my life.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
So, the same girl that from the astrology episode?
Yeah.
Ever, my future wife is, you better have a bra shopping friend, because I will never, ever.
Well, no, if you're married to her and you're boning, that's different. But if you're just just her heterosexual gay best friend?
Exactly.
Like, no.
I'm still not going. I don't care if we're married. I will never. There's just no need.
No. If it's my chick and we're boning, yeah,
Why? There's some place.
Because I'm a freak and I like and I would actually help her pick out a bra that I would love to take off her.
What bra have you seen that you wouldn't love to take off?
The ones made by Hanes.
I don't care.
It's like, I don't even wanna. If it's basically just underwear and not lingerie, there's a difference.
There's a difference. But are you saying that you wouldn't take it off if it is underwear?
I would rip it off of her, but I would rather have a sensual time taking off lingerie, as I say with a weird accent.
You would go lingerie shopping with her.
Only if she was my chick, but I'm not going there and have this chick fucking get me all fucking hot and bothered and then send me home with a fucking full dick. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, that's super ridiculous.
Even I know
that. It's still ridiculous. But
I mean, and this is you're talking to someone that, like, a chick try to play me out saying, oh yeah, I would totally like to be with you and all that. And then as we're holding hands, her boyfriend comes and starts making out with her. I'm like, what the fuck?
While you're actually holding hands?
While I'm actually holding, and I let go and I walked away, and then she comes running after me like, why did I walk away? I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, she was trying to get split roasted.
It's like wait a minute. Like, the dude wasn't down with it. The dude was in his 30s and she was 16. I was like, oh, what? Yep.
Yo, dog, I have no idea. I can't fathom your life because you've been a part of the craziest stories. How?
I don't know. I don't go for 16-year-old girls. What the fuck? I can't explain that shit.
How old were you at the time when you were holding this girl's hand?
16. We were coming out of high school. This dude rolls up on his bike, starts kissing her, and I'm like,
on a motorcycle?
No.
Yo, dog,
bicycle.
I can't with you, yo. So you telling me a grown man rolled up on a bicycle to two 16-year-olds who were holding hands and kissed the 16-year-old?
Yep. And that's and tell you, we said we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and that was like for 30 minutes. We were boyfriend and girlfriend for 30 minutes.
So you held hands for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
That was the first time y'all held hands? Was that
yes.
30 minutes?
Yeah. And then when she started making out, I immediately let go and walked the fuck off and went home and masturbated.
I mean, at 16, you probably was going to do that anyway. But...
Well, yeah, that was just part of my, my workout routine.
Yeah, that's
how I burnt the calories.
every 16-year-old.
But then she had the nerve to get mad at me for leaving. I'm like, what? It was so fucking ridiculous for her to be upset that I really had, it was so stupid I had nothing to say.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
when a woman's upset with you, the best thing to do is just let them work through it. Like, that's it. I don't have that gene in me to be like, oh, what's wrong? What can I do to change this? I just be like.
And the funny thing was, the next day she tried to kiss me, and I started dry heaving.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I can't do this. No. I'm not that thirsty. I'm not that thirsty.
That is so weird. Like, that is so weird. I can't even. I don't have a response to that. Really. Like, you are in the craziest situation.
Oh yeah, I know. I have an amazing life, and I do. In the words of Kanye, I'm dope, and I do dope shit.
That is perfect. And you need to bring that on stage more often, because these are just ridiculous stories that should fuel your comedy. Like,
oh yeah, no, I actually ended up seeing her like a couple years back, and she's still with the dude. The dude's probably in his 50s. She's still with the dude? Yeah, apparently, and he's been in jail a couple times, and she stays with him. Well, she's kind of retarded. She was in special ed.
Yo, talk. You gotta stop. I can't. I don't believe any of this. This is crazy.
I don't know why. Who can make this shit up?
I know, but it's just ridiculous, Doug. Like,
yeah.
It just gets worse. You went from a 30-year-old dude rolling on a bike in front of a couple of teenagers.
Oh, and let me even paint it.
Then to come back around, and you was dating a girl in special ed, like that.
Well, no. She was in special ed. I mean, it's she was normal enough. Just because she was special ed doesn't mean she's like normal enough. Yo, I can't. This reminds me of that line when Yael was like, she was a cyclops. Cyclops?
And then you go, no, she had both eyes.
No, come on. Let's be real about this. Come on, stop being ridiculous.
Yo, I can't with you, yo. She was normal enough. What does that
mean? It meant she wasn't like eating glue.
What?
She wasn't eating glue, so I mean, she like if you didn't know she was in special ed, you wouldn't know until she was making out with her. And mind you, this was by Wall. Like, I went to high school by Wall Street, so this was like downtown Manhattan, 2 blocks away from the Twin Towers. If I could date, I'm dating myself now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So this dude rolls up. And I'm like, something about this doesn't seem quite right. Maybe I should just forget this whole thing and walk away.
Why? You have no fight in you, really.
Why am I gonna fight? What the fuck am I gonna fight that over? Like, no, I fight for real shit. Like
men's rights.
No, like, don't take my chocolate milk. I'll fuck you up.
It wasn't taking your girl.
It wasn't. The way I saw it, she wasn't really my girl. Like, what do randomly fucking goes up to a 16-year-old girl at 30 unless you think it's safe?
I don't know. That's so weird, dude. That's something.
Like, dude. And then she even told me that was her boyfriend. I'm like, the fuck? She's like, oh, I've been trying to break up with him. How? Like, no, absolutely not. Like, I don't fight for pussy. What's the point? I don't see the point. Like, if you're making out with a dude, what? At 16, I'm gonna fight a 30-year-old man?
No, I wasn't saying to fight physically him. I'm saying to fight for her.
Nah.
It's 2 different things.
Nah. I'm good.
That could have been the one, Louie.
Okay. No, but when I saw her years later, I dodged a bullet. Yeah.
I am sure.
Yeah. I mean, she's still with him. I mean, apparently she was telling me the story. She was telling me the story while she was like with her kid in the stroller. Like, oh well, he's currently living with his girlfriend, but he still comes around and fucks me, and we're good.
We're good.
I'm like, well, okay.
It sounds romantic.
Yep. All right. Well, it's good work if you can get it.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, oh man. In fact, let me so let's wow, friend zoning, and then we went into another dark stories from Louie B's past.
Yeah, really. Like, this is, you just never know. Your stories come out of nowhere, too. Like, it's just, okay.
This reminds me of the time where I was getting butt fucked by a goat.
Yeah, that's on the next episode.
That's on a very special episode of For Love and Play. Louie talks about the time he was molested by a mosquito.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, if you really think about it, we've all gotten molested by mosquitoes.
Yep.
If you think about it, they stick you without asking permission.
They're rapists.
Yes. They're the rapists of the insect world.
Is it?
And that and then I don't like chiggers because
Because of what?
You know why.
So, to try to bring this back to some sanity. The friend zone. How do you get out of it?
You don't. You really don't. I mean, there is no way to get out. I mean, you know, the only time you see guys get out of the friend zone, again, it's in these rom-com movies. These, like, it's when the chick finally realizes, or the dude finally realizes that, oh, she's the one for me, and hey, my eyes been open. No, that never happens. The only way to prevent being in the friend zone is not getting in it in the first place.
So prevention is definitely step one.
Yeah.
Step two, though, I think you can get out of it. I've gotten out of it a couple of times.
Yeah, of course you have.
It's what I'm telling you. It's the only way to get out of the friend zone is a combination of patience and indifference. So you were on the verge of that. So show it when she said I just want to be friends, and then 10 minutes later you went to see, that's the thing. You didn't take it further. You just said they're cute. If you had went to talk to them and was successful, you probably would have got out of the friend zone just then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of patience, because, yeah, it might take longer than 10 minutes, but that scenario was there,
mm-hmm.
so that might have worked. But you got to just have patience of, all right, well, we'll see how long this goes, and I'll play this friend role until something happens. But you got to have indifference by completely continuing to foster your dating life.
Yep.
And it's with that combination that you can potentially get out of the friend zone.
Yeah, I mean, another story, same girl. We were at a coffee bar, and I'm keeping out a lot of details because, you know, we were at a coffee bar, and a chick approached me and asked for my number.
Mm-hmm.
This chick runs out, pissed off with me because I was talking to this chick.
Mm-hmm.
I got her number, and I was like, oh, man, that's my friend. Let me go see what her problem is, which kind of fucks me up. I shouldn't have done that. I know that now. Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's that scenario. That scenario is step one, good. Like, you always do the first step well.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second step that you lose.
Yeah.
First step, you got the number. Perfect. Second step, you continue to foster whatever relationship that could have been.
Yeah.
Right then. First of all, if a grown woman runs out like a 4-year-old doing a temper tantrum, you would only go chase a 4-year-old. Like, that's all. If that was your child,
mm-hmm.
then you go find out. A grown woman, like I said, she has to work through that anger on her own. Because there's no way, there's so many scenarios where women are mad at you that for you to always go after to find out why, it's like being in a maze. Like, you never come out of it. Now, there are legit scenarios where you did something wrong. I'm not saying that guys are always perfect. But you tend to know when it's legit something wrong, right? You just kind of,
mm-hmm.
I know when I've crossed the line. And I teeter the line so much that inevitably I cross it sometimes. Like, it just happens. And when it does, I'm like, all right, I apologize. And then I got to go through the whole rigmarole of getting your girl back to normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. But for a woman to run out in a temper tantrum because you got approached, my thing is, what do you think her reaction would have been if it happened to her?
Nothing. If she would have probably entertained it in front of me. And I would have said shit.
And you would have just sat there. Like a good friend should.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's like a good friend should.
Yeah.
This friend running a temper chance, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're in the friend zone, you gotta make sure that it is a friendship. Like, you gotta make sure that you do those things like a good friend would. So that's what I'm saying, like, asking to hook up with your friend. That's what a good friend does. Mm-hmm. That's a good friend. Hooks you up with a connection. Like, that's what that does. Yeah. You gotta, like, all right, if that's what we want to be, cool. That's what we're gonna be. So, text messages, like, you just don't do boyfriend things. Like, if I'm in the friend zone, we're not talking for hours on the phone every day. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just not, if that's your expectation, see, that's how they start to feed off your attention. But I'm not going to give them that type of attention. I'm giving them friend attention. You just got to continue doing that. I get, oh, you haven't talked to me in so long. I'm like, well, yeah. My best friend, he's up in Boston. I haven't talked to this dude in a month and a half. Like, that's my best friend. Like, that girl that I'm going to go Captain Save-A-Ho for, he will be my best man. This dude has never called me and said, you haven't spoken to me in a week. So if that's my best friend, and this girl, like, I'm just not going to accept that. You get treated like my friends. Mm-hmm. And my female friends that are strictly platonic, we've already established how that happens. Like, yeah. And it's not even just, I told y'all, I got a godson. I haven't seen him since his birthday.
What, his literal birthday or a birthday party?
His birthday party.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
What I'm saying is I see him once a year. But that's literally what happens.
So you haven't seen him for his birthday party 2014?
Well, he's already had a birthday in 2015.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen his ass.
It's been like 5 months. His birthday is like June.
And he's your godson, so in case these two people pass away, your daddy.
Yeah, that was their fault, and we've talked about this. Like, that was just a mistake on their behalf.
Jesus Christ. So you friend zone your godson?
He's not friend zone. I'm just a deadbeat godfather. Like,
so you're not even friends with him? Yeah,
like he's just like a responsibility. Once a year, I come drop off child support. Like, that's basically
once a year child. In the form of what, candy or
in the form of whatever gift I feel is necessary at the time. That's just how that works.
And me, I freaking embrace that shit. Let the kids use me as a slide or as a trampoline or a tree to climb over, and I don't.
When I'm there, that's that. I'm just not always going to be there. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like we have great fun, mm-hmm. But it's once a year. And if I do that for my godson, any female friend with kids,
you're like his herpes outbreak.
The flare up.
Yep.
I have another female friend that was platonic. She had a kid recently. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the kid yet.
What's the kid's name? Syphilis?
No idea.
Alrighty. That's sad. That really breaks my heart. Honestly, I feel really disappointed in you that you don't embrace your. You do not have any Latino in you whatsoever.
I wouldn't even say it's a Latino thing. I'm a super loner, and people don't understand that. Well, people do understand it. Some people don't. Like women that want to date me.
God help them. I actually found this discussion that I had of a chick that she wanted to do the friends first thing. Let me read some of this here. Man. Oh yeah, we didn't even met, and she was like putting me in the friend zone. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I wasn't having it. I was like, yay, friend zone. There's no getting out of the friend zone. And she's like, I barely know you. Seriously? You hit me up. Actually, the best relationships start off as such. Really? Do the best relationships start off as friends?
I think the best relationships have that friendship element to it, mm-hmm. And that's the base. But to say that it starts off like that it's generic. That's pretty much what that is. Like I have, let's speak on. So the most recent girl that I was infatuated with, we clearly had, chemistry beyond the friend. So it's not like we were in the friend zone, but we legit had a genuine friendship. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got girls like that. Like, I got 2 other god sisters.
No. Mm-hmm. Legit have a solid friendship, but we had chemistry. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was from jump. there was chemistry, but we were friends. Like, we had a legit friendship as well. But there was definitely sexual chemistry that was expressed by both parties, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the relationships that hopefully she's talking about is, yeah, they start off, the best ones start off as friends. It's like, yeah, we were legit good friends to each other, but also realized we wanted more than just the platonic friendship.
All right. So maybe we should start wrapping up.
Cool. Well, I mean, I think touched on a few things, and we hit the tips. So,
yeah.
What you got to promote?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Broadway Comedy Club on Saturday, December 12th at 6 p.m. Broadway Comedy Club is located at 318 West 3rd Street. If you guys want to come out and see me, please make your reservation at 212-252-4261. Tickets are $15 plus a 2-drink minimum. And when you call that number, again, 212-252-4261, tell them you're going to see Louie B. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at LouieB1. And you can listen to my personal podcast, The Crotch Out Radio Show, on iHeart, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, and podcast.com. Take it away, Kenan.
All right. Everybody knows all my information's on my website, www.KenanWeaver.com. That's KenanWeaver. Every week, I'm at New York Comedy Club. So check out for those updates. Thank you for listening. Keep loving. Keep playing.